These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Bruce via Wiser Now. When it comes to the currencies that we know about, things are moving along nicely with those. They're trading upward. We know that the dinar is continuing to do well. The dong has been up and down. It's really good to see these things taking place. Mark Z via PDK, there are some interesting articles from Iraq. Teachers in Iraqi Kurdistan strike over delayed salaries. This is all part of the HCL stuff and the money that is supposed to be flowing to the Kurdish region. They have an urgent need to get this thing done so they can meet their obligations and take care of their people. This new government over there does care about their people, and they are working hard to fix things. Alright, Pimpy says the beginning of January there will be no more use of the US dollar. That should be a major plus for the Iraqi dinar. It shouldn't take very long after that. We should start seeing some increases in the Iraqi dinar exchange rate. Sampson article quote, Al-Alaq stresses the importance of achieving stability in the dollar price and the necessity of changes in the trade system. Frank26 says major powerful countries are coming into Iraq. It's going to affect their currency exchange rate more than anything else. It will rocket their float, and that is when you'll have to be very astute. Watch it. You've got to watch the rate and the float, know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to back off. Militiaman article quote, the decision to collect fees in Iraqi dinar at border crossings is an important decision aimed at preserving the hard currency and also straightening the Iraqi dinar. They have a goal of stop using the dollar and using the Iraqi dinar at customs borders. Everybody should be clicking their ruby slippers because that's going to be a lot of money. A lot of revenues are going to come through those borders. Quote, any party that does not adhere to this decision will be subject to punishment, unquote. Militiaman says they are getting strict. Pimpy says there's a lot of confusion about whether these banks in Iraq are on sanction and how it is affecting the exchange rate. Article quote, the reality of U.S. sanctions on Iraqi banks. I've seen articles where they say these banks are under sanctions, but if you go to the official website, they're not listed there, so it's like a gray area. They're under sanctions, but they're not officially under sanctions. It's like putting them in a timeout is what it is. All right, Sandy Ingram article quote, Iraq to end all dollar cash withdrawals by January 1st, 2024, central bank official. Iraq is back on track starting January 1st, 2024. Central Bank of Iraq will only do banking with Iraqi citizens using the Iraqi dinar. All right, Guru Desert Advisor article quote, Iraq to end all dollar cash withdrawal by January 1st, 2024, central bank officials say. Desert Advisor says they're not allowing dollars to be taken out of banks anymore. That's pretty big news. Pimpy says, I don't think the government gives a crap about dinar holders because the average dinar holder holds 250,000 dinars. That's it. Sure, if an RV happened tomorrow, there would be a lot of rich people, but I think about a lot of those lotto winners. They win all this money, then all of a sudden they lose it all within the year. Most people would spend it quickly. It would give a huge jump to our economy, and they don't care because the money would just go right back to them. I don't think they care that much. And lastly, Candy Kiss's article, quote, international pressure to pass the oil and gas law, quote, the Prime Minister's financial advisor, Mohammed Saleh, confirmed in a press statement that accelerating the approval of the federal oil and gas project law in the House of Representatives as soon as possible will establish a stable national roadmap for investment and production for the country's main sovereign resource, which is oil and gas.